Hello class, my name is Jacob Knackers, and today I'll be doing my informative speech on hurricanes and tornadoes. So around the world, people are affected by severe storms. Everybody usually wakes up in the morning, sees their phone or the TV, and will see some severe weather on the news. Some of these severe storms have the ability to produce hurricanes and tornadoes. Hurricanes and tornadoes are found all over the world. Hurricanes are found if you live near the ocean, nearest to the equator, and tornadoes are found in the central US and Canada, along with Europe, some parts of Asia, and Australia, where the land is mainly flat. Damages from these storms are absolutely insane, as you can see from the graphs, but even the smallest of severe storms cost in the billions of dollars. Damages, though, go beyond money. People affected by these storms have their lives drastically changed. Friends and family members are in danger each year due to these storms. My purpose today is to inform you on how these storms can reach such catastrophic levels and how to properly react for them. So, the formation of hurricanes. Hurricanes are formed over warm ocean waters near the equator. The warm water will evaporate and rise into the air because heat rises. In its absence, there is an area of low pressure created. High pressure then rushes into the area where the low pressure just was. This creates a continuous cycle that, with more warm water, can create a swirling motion. This motion then grows with the amount of warm water it consumes, which causes a hurricane. Hurricanes have winds up to 160 miles per hour and can form storm surge waves that can reach over 19 feet. So, hurricanes can be classified in 5 different ways on the SSHS scale. That stands for the Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Scale. It's named after the engineer Herbert Saffir and meteorologist Robert Simpson. They created it in 1973. Their scale basically just depends on how fast the winds of the hurricane are. Depending on the wind speed, they put it into 5 different categories. But they also created 2 categories, the tropical storm and the tropical depression, where if it's not a hurricane yet, but it's a pretty bad storm, they put it just underneath a Category 1 hurricane. So the strongest recorded hurricanes, there have been many Category 5 hurricanes, but 2 of the more popular ones are Hurricane Katrina, which happened in 2005, and Hurricane Allen in 1980. Hurricane Katrina was a Category 5 when it was still in the Gulf of Mexico with wind speeds of 175 miles per hour. But when it hit land, it had wind speeds of 125 miles per hour and was technically a Category 3. Hurricane Katrina had over 1,200 deaths, and it had damages over 160 billion, being the most costly and one of the more deadly hurricanes of all time. Hurricane Allen, meanwhile, is known to be the strongest hurricane of all time. It happened in 1980, and it was Mexico and Texas that got hit. And it had wind speeds of 215 miles per hour while it was still in the ocean or the Gulf. And when it hit land, it maintained 190 mile per hour winds. So the proper ways to react for a hurricane. There's a few different ways you can react, and luckily with a hurricane you will have time to react as you can they're forecasted a little while before. 3 different things you can do is 1, you can evacuate, 2, you can seek a shelter, or 3, you can stay at your house. If it's a Category 5 hurricane or a stronger one, you will probably want to evacuate your house, especially if you're near the coast, and move further inland where the storm will depress as it goes inland and you won't get hit very hard. If it's not that strong of a hurricane, you have not a strong house, maybe you live in a mobile home or one without firm foundations, you will want to seek a hurricane shelter. They are found locally in almost every city and neighborhood, and they will help you and provide you with what your family needs while a storm hits. Otherwise, you can stay at your house. If you have a sturdy house, good foundations, and are prepared for the hurricane, you will need to board your windows and stock up on food, medical supplies, and necessities like batteries and other things like that. So the formation of tornadoes. Tornadoes are extremely unpredictable and they can happen at a moment's notice. They can form off of any regular thunderstorm if the weather conditions are correct. Tornadoes form when warm and cool air that are coming together in opposite directions, they intersect, and this causes a wind shear, and the wind shear will spin horizontally parallel with the ground. But because of the warm air will push the wind shear and flip it from horizontal to vertically because the warm air rises. So you got a spinning cyclone almost spinning vertically with the ground. And with the more winds, along with the storm, this can fuel it and causes the possibility of a tornado. So we can classify tornadoes thank you to the meteorologist Dr. David Fujita. He created the F scale in 1971, and there's 6 different classifications, and they classify the tornadoes based on their wind speed along with the damage done. So, worst tornadoes of all time. It's hard to really rank them because there are many tornadoes that even go unchecked. They touch ground for just a few seconds or a minute or two, and we don't know they exist. But some of the more popular ones are in 2011. It's called the Super Outbreak. It happened on April 27th, which is also my birthday. 360 tornadoes were spawned off of one storm. That is a lot. In 24 hours, too. 11 of them were F4, and 4 of them were F5. And if we remember, F4 have wind speeds of 207 miles per hour up to 260 miles per hour, while F5 have 261 to 318 miles per hour. That's really, really fast. And in 2004, Hurricane Ivan spawned 118 tornadoes, making it the hurricane that spawned the most tornadoes, world record. And in 2006, 1989, we had the deadliest tornado. It was in Bangladesh. Over 1,300 lives were lost due to one tornado. So how to react to a tornado. Tornadoes are harder to prepare for because they can come at any time. When you hear a siren or see the alert, immediately seek shelter. Find a close, strong, sturdy structure, preferably with a basement, and go to the middle of the room away from any windows, as you do not want the glass to break or any flying debris to come in and hit you. If you do not and cannot reach shelter, say you are driving or outside, do not stay in your car or by any trees, as the tornado will lift your car and blow around the trees, causing debris to fly at you. Try to find the lowest point possible, probably like a ditch or a culvert, and lay down and put your hands over your head so you can protect yourself the best from any flying debris. I want to thank you all for watching. Weather has been a fascination of mine, and I'm very happy to be able to share some information with you all today. Thank you.